The president announces that due to civil unrest in some areas of the country, U.S. stock markets will remain closed for the rest of the day. With the exception of mining and other inflation-related stocks, the majority of U.S. stocks are down significantly due to the sell-off and flight to safety in commodities. The Federal Reserve announces that it will begin to purchase U.S. treasuries and stocks in order to stabilize the markets. But this only feeds investors' fears of a full-blown treasury run and collapse of the dollar. 6 p.m. Asia. Asian markets begin a massive sell-off. Dollar collapse rumors begin to take hold of the markets. CNBC Asia looks into a possible COMEX default and complete breakdown in the U.S. economy. Gold spikes in Asia, up 17.50 in the first complete hour of trading. Gold is now at 58.03. 7 p.m. Gold and silver bullion dealers across the world have suspended all sales due to no inventory. A COMEX default is now expected.
They said they just what?
Ran out.
Ran out of gold and silver.
Yeah.
And it just ran out because everybody that got the big money did what? They buy it. What? Ain't nobody selling nothing now. If I got it, I got to feed my family.
Right.
And that's all it is. So if you haven't got it, no matter how much paper money you got, I don't even want it. Because all we're going to do is exchange. I need money. I need this and this. So it's going to go back to the essential. So this is what this is just this is not reality. This is a fictional what? Outline or pattern of what's to come in the future.
Across the world have suspended all.
Now, I was just going to say, if people notice, if you notice when you go to Jewel's or Whole Foods, wherever you shop, they have trucks. People are constantly restocking those shelves on a normal day.
Exactly.
So you can imagine if there was a run on the store, the shelves would be empty in an hour, and the food that they use on the shelves have to come from the warehouse.
That's it.
Yeah.
So the warehouses, like there's one on 39th Street, a grocery warehouse, or if the trucks stop, it's not going to be more food coming from the warehouses, or if people raid the warehouses, the food that's in the warehouses come from all over the state and the country from the different food manufacturers. So then once the warehouses in Chicago and the area are depleted, food is over. And that can happen in a matter of hours. But the next time you go to the grocery store, it's somebody always stocking the shelves.
That's the whole point.
And they got robots stocking the warehouses.
Right.
Yeah. And so if it's a run on the grocery store, it's not going to be any trucks coming in making deliveries. And over there where I am, you got all these high rises and everybody shopping at one little Jew's and one little Dominic. You know, I used to get grits all the time, you know, on 12th Canal. And now I go there occasionally, and ain't no grits. I'm like, what's going on? Ain't no grits. But if you figure you got 10,000 people living in concrete boxes,
Concrete jungle.
can't grow nothing, can't do nothing, everybody going to that same little store. But just notice they're constantly stocking the shelves all day long. This is a normal activity.
Well, not only that,
food.
you saw what happened on Black Friday. Just imagine what happened when you're going to get food. You pull off 12 cans of soup. Somebody said, I want 6. You said, no, that next thing little guy, he cold hard.
Talking
Right,
And what is the National Guard going to do? They already killing police now. So what is the National Guard? They're going to be shooting
There's
National
a total
Guard.
anarchy here.
Right,
And they'll
anarchy.
probably have to call in some foreign troops.
Now they'll shoot you down.
Okay.
They YouTube too?
This is YouTube too. The name of this is the fall of the dollar.
It's another one.
The
Dollar died.
David Dollar. Okay, then.
It's another one they call the end of liberty.
A COMEX default is now expected. Several central bank representatives propose a freeze on currency markets and a fixed devaluation of the U.S. dollar in order to calm investors. 7:30 p.m. the United States. The sun sets on America. In the last 12 hours, the world has changed. Americans are glued to their televisions, taking a crash course on a debauched currency. Smoke from fires in the cities have put a dark cloud over the nation. 7:45, the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve announces it will inject $1.5 trillion into the markets in order to stop any further decline in stocks. 7:55 p.m., OPEC. The final nail in the coffin. OPEC nations halt oil trades in U.S. dollars until further notice. They will only accept euros, renminbi, or gold. 7:59 p.m. The Federal Reserve's announcement to inject $1.5 trillion into the markets causes a sharp reversal in overseas markets. Stocks begin to rally even as Main Street melts down. 8 p.m. Manhattan. Gerard Adams, president of the National Inflation Association, sends out an urgent email alert. In it, he informs members that it is with great sadness that the time to warn and prepare Americans for hyperinflation has ended.
That's it. So it gives you a pretty good picture. Now somebody give me Revelations 18 chapter. It said Babylon is falling. 18, 1 through 3 or 4. And come out of Babylon. See, that's the problem that people are going to have, is that they're not being aware and they can't conceive of these things happening when the signs are already what?
Right in front of them.
They're right in front of them. And it doesn't look any better. If this was a patient, if America was a patient, it would be in intensive care. I mean, seriously intensive care. And the Roman Catholic Church would come in and start giving what? The last what? Giving the last right. It says it's sent for a priest, it's sent for a pastor, because you ain't gonna be around here long. So this is the way that we are, but all of this has been prophesied in the scriptures, and also in the 24th chapter of Matthew. See, so that's why I said, we hope that you are strengthened in the inner man by the Holy Spirit, and you have to understand what is taking place as this system falls. Get me there, and then I'll begin that penny. Get me there with about little evil David Rockefeller. You got him there? No. That's part of Roosevelt, that thing there. So this Babylonian system, the same way that is, that's the same way our health system is. Everything is all in chaos because the heart and mind of the intention is on money and mammon and not on the welfare of the what? People. And this is what truly has happened to us. And that's why the Messiah said, "Woe unto you lawyers." He's talking about the priests at that time. You have taken away the key of knowledge. And see, what folks don't understand is that the signs are everywhere concerning what's taking place, and even the stars declare the what? The glory of El, which I'm going to get into in just a moment, and I'll be finished. But the point that we're making here is not going to be about Babylon. See, the children of Israel had to come out of Egypt. Egypt was literally destroyed, and what they had to do in order to make their preparation here was there was a meal that was given down in the land of Egypt. See, and this migration was threefold. It was Egypt, wilderness, and Canaan's land. And see, here we are spiritually in a place called Egypt. And our rulers do follow the ancient religions of what? Of Babylon, which are also in Egypt, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. And they fail to understand that this great mystery that they have a wrong interpretation of it. But that's okay. Do you have it there, Penny?
Saints, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was made bright with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of demons, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
That's the point. He said it has become the habitation of every foul what? Spirit. And it's quite obviously, so how do we know that? Well, you know by the manifestations. By you looking and seeing what happened to the economy, by you seeing what is happening to the health industry, by you looking and seeing what happened to the economy, wherever you look by looking at the manifestations, say, wait a minute, there's some evil and sinister about this. And you can see then that people have actually been literally driven what? Mad. And they have pushed this materialism to the fact that these people have been driven mad. They have to have these so-called objects where Target makes 40% of their sales made doing what?
Christmas.
The Christmas holidays. See, and this is all, again, a merchant empire. As you had in the ancient, we ain't got time to go through it, we'll go through it another time, that the ancients, Tyre, some of your great empires, Babylon, they had the same type of mentality. We just has perfected this. This Western society has perfected this materialism, where people believe that they have to have these objects in order to have some gratification, or it's going to make them have some type of nirvana. It's all a great deception of modern day advertising. If you look at the advertising on TV, you see how people follow the trends when they would receive some of these great objects, a car, or they're eating a hamburger and they say, oh, I can have an orgasm. It's designed that way to give you, they say you're not eating, you're having an experience.
Right.
Starbucks say when you come in and buy coffee, you're not buying coffee, you're having an experience. So you can see the marketing ploy. Did you ever find this video?
An absolute power.
Let's really change gears a little bit. But like I said, the signs are prevalent of what's happening as Egypt was destroyed. And when Pharaoh finally let these people go, Egypt had been destroyed. This is what's happening here. The country is finally destroyed, money is failing, and a great empire has fallen. See, now what's transpired here is that there was a prophecy as these empires were falling. There was a seventh chapter. Give me the seventh chapter of Daniel, real quick. When Daniel was in Babylon, Israel, having power, had been taken captive in Babylon because of their what? Disobedience. See, and Yahweh prophesied that Israel needed having power. See, but this power is predicated that they be obedient to the laws that govern this power. Just like if you're dealing with any type of nuclear power, there's laws that govern it. And if you mess up, there's serious what? Consequences for violating these laws. That's his physical law. Well, the same way with spiritual. And the laws that he gave them, he told them what they could not do, what they could and could not do. And he told them, thou shalt not have any great images, they should murder, they should take anybody's wife. Those are so-called Ten Commandments were the basic laws that were already in existence. He just brought them and made them manifest with this group of people to show the world, at that time the Gentiles, how the Creator himself wanted to worship him. See, and they were led by this phenomenal cloud out of the land of Egypt through the divided waters of the Red Sea. And they came back out of here after partaking of the Passover meal. Now, as giving these laws, he prophesied that there would come one to bring about a transformation of Israel, from a physical Israel to what? Spiritual. And that seed that he had promised through Adam was the Messiah. And the prophets of Israel wrote, give me Ephesians 3 and 7, that when the fullness of time come, a dispensation, that they would have a son to come through with loins of a woman to bring about a regeneration. And he would go through a death, burial, and resurrection and restore Israel, or should I say restore mankind, back to the state that he was in the beginning with Adam. It would be spiritually. But while Daniel's in Babylon, he has his dream. I want you to understand, Daniel's in Babylon. You happen to be in mystery what? Babylon. See, one's analogy to the other. This one here is much more subtle than the old Babylon. And in fact, the laws that the white man got to have chattel, those laws came from what? My ancestor was chattel. Those laws were written where? In Babylon. All those merchant laws and commercial laws were written in Babylon. And they came all the way down to the ages. Okay, now, what happened was, he saw in his vision here, 7 ruling dynasties, of kingdoms, of bloodlines that would come before the birth of the Messiah. So I want you to give me that 7th chapter real quick of Daniel. And we're going to read that real quick. We don't have time to read everything, just those beasts. And the beast that he saw was a lion, a bear, a leopard, and a 4th beast that was me. This is a great Roman empire that ruled at the time of Yahshua Messiah. Jesus Christ came. It literally ruled the world. Whether you know it or not, America has an empire. It's very subtle, but we have troops in over 140 countries. Why do you need troops in 140 countries? Matter of fact, we got 30 or 50,000 troops in Korea. Right. And if what's his name, Kim Soon goes off, he gonna soon find out. Because he don't understand. See, he had read prophecy. He said, who was able to make war with what? The beast. See, and